Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us for episode 18 of Insert Coin to Play. I am your host, Greg. With us, as always, is Cheech.
What's going on, guys?
And Ariel.
Yep.
So, this whole weekend, we just been playing Overwatch, and Ariel's been really busy with Total Warfare, going to sleep at 5 and waking up at, 7. You addict.
Not that hardcore, but yeah, to an extent, that was the weekend.
But how is that game? I've always been a big fan of Total War. I always get it on sale though. I was never one of them that always needed to get it when it first comes out.
Yeah, to be honest, this is my first Total War game. The main reason I got it though was because of Warhammer, and I didn't really know what to expect aside from the fact that it's RTS, more or less. So yeah, I guess the medieval fantasy thing was what got me into Total War. I guess. But I've been having a blast with that game, man. It's so much fun. It actually reminds me of playing Civ, like Civilization 5, and just losing hours and not even realizing it. That's how my Memorial Day weekend went, practically. Just Total War Warhammer, man.
Ah, man. So, wait, are you done with it yet, or almost done with it?
I only did the Dwarven campaign. And that kept me busy enough. I did a long play session with that one. And I was talking to you guys about each faction has certain victory conditions, and as it ties into the lore for each individual race, and with the dwarves they have this book of grudges. So it's this thing where they if somebody kind of slights them or anyone in particular, they have to settle that grudge. So it just so happened to carry over into the campaign where if somebody attacked one of your generals or your lords that lead your specific army, or they attacked the town or something like that, that's now on your grudge. Because now you have to get them back for attacking you or whatever. So by the time I was practically done with the campaign, I still had grudges on there. So I'm like, hold on. So now I got to go and get all these grudges done before I can even freaking finish. And then every turn somebody would do something. So I'm like, I'm never going to finish this campaign. Never. Not at this rate. Holy crap.
All these damn assholes keep on fighting me.
Yeah, but eventually, I got it down, and it's pretty cool. When there's no end cutscene or anything like that, which is the one thing I will say about the game. I mean, from what I've read, it's not something that's kind of a staple of the franchise, Total War, that is, where they have a through line in terms of a story or an ending cutscene. They have that awesome opening cinematic, but that's about it. So when you finish that campaign, all you kind of get, it's kind of like a tally, or tally of everything that happened, every single turn throughout your whole campaign, which is kind of cool. And they show a map showing what happened where, and which is kind of cool. But it would have been nice to have a cutscene to kind of wrap it up, considering it is Warhammer and they have their own particular lore. That would have been cool to see.
Yeah, oh, this is who you wrecked.
Yeah.
Now goodbye.
Yeah, pretty much. And you can continue the campaign afterwards, but it's a lot of fun, man. You lose a lot of time in it.
Did you ever play the MMO?
I did. I actually tried it out during beta, and then I tried it out at launch, and I wasn't a big fan. It seemed too much like a WoW clone, to me at least.
Okay, yeah, because I was kind of big for a while. They that was being dubbed the WoW killer, and yeah, nothing was going to kill WoW.
It just felt like more of the same to me.
And so far, I think WoW is still one of the top MMOs out there in terms of subscription, even if it's down to 5 million.
I'd probably say it's still the biggest.
Yeah.
Right? Because, Cheech, you know that, Final Fantasy is, 4 million right now?
We don't even know what Final Fantasy has, to be honest. They announced their actual subscribers, not even subscriber, but account back then. It was around 4 million or so, but they never really mentioned anything about active subscribers.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sure
WoW's
fine, though. They have the dedicated community.
Yeah, I mean, the Final Fantasy will never die just because they have the console community alone, so people actually pay that as an extra margin there for them. And WoW, they'll have their cult following and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, that WoW beta, this so far is pretty good. I'm kind of happy with the Demon Hunter. Actually, they made some changes of it this week, so I got to test it out again. They moved one of my stun moves, lower in the tier. So now I actually have to choose between that one and another good
Well,
move.
they're gonna go back anyways. That was they shuffle it around, but they're going back to where they used to be.
Are they?
Yeah, they say that.
Okay. This whole weekend I wanted to play Doom, but I kept getting sucked into Overwatch. And Cheech, you just been playing Overwatch this whole weekend, right?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Well, we'll talk more about that later on with our whole is Overwatch worth it for the price that it is? But I mean, at this moment, Ariel's like, no, it should get the same scores as Street Fighter, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
But so we'll go through some of the new releases that came out this week. I don't think anyone is picking up this. I know some people are picking up the One Piece Burning Blood, which is supposed to be fun. He said it was fun. It's not the traditional Dynasty Warriors type that the previous ones were released. He said it's more of a action title. And the other one is Dead Island Definitive Collection. Which, that means nothing for PCs. This is more of the console ones.
Yeah. Though,
what is strange is that the PS4 version for both games, the first one's on the disc, the second one is a code that you have to download. It's actually not on the disc.
Well, I think the Dead Island Definite Edition, though, is a full-blown out graphic overhaul. It's not just in HD textures.
You mean also for PC?
No, I don't know if they're doing it for PC. Are they releasing a definitive edition for PC?
Yeah, there is.
They have to. If they are releasing, they have to add those new textures. I mean, that's
I
the
wonder
point.
if they're gonna upgrade the people who already own the game. Because what the fuck,
No, I heard you can get it for like a discount.
Oh, for having the original one.
Yeah. It's kind of like how I think Metro.
Oh,
Metro.
Yeah.
They did the same thing between the regular and the definitive.
Oh, the Redux or whatever it was.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, Cheech is right. They did do some improvements to the visuals in the game.
Okay. I have both of them, but I never played them.
I played it for a bit on release. Dead Island 1 at least, right? You're referring to Dead Island, or why all of a sudden I'm thinking about the other one?
Which one? Dead Rising?
No.
I love Dead Rising.
The one that recently had like a DLC or something.
Oh.
It's like a survival horror game also. Well, not survival horror, but to an extent.
You're not talking about The Last of Us. Because then I would have to kick you off this podcast.
No, not that one. What's the other
Okay.
God, I can't remember.
Cheech, help him out.
I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. I think you're confusing like Dying Light, the last patch release.
Yeah, Dying Light. That's what I was talking about. Like, I was thinking of Dead Island, and in my mind, I had images of Dying Light.
Yeah, that's the only patch they recently released on a similar game.
Oh, which is also from the same group, Techland. Because you know the whole thing between Dead Island and Techland, right?
That whole debacle.
Which is, and it was like the groups inside. Was it Silver? What's the name of the people who did Dead Island? They're the ones who's doing the Dead Island too.
Didn't they get
Silver something?
Yeah, they got a different team for it though, didn't they? Or because they were like kind of passing around who was going to make the second one since Techland backed out or something. Deep Silver.
Yeah. No, I believe it was supposed to be two internal teams. And what happens is they both both had the ideas of how to make the game. And, they didn't like trying to work it out. So basically Techland broke off and they created Dying Light. And Deep Silver is making Dead Island 2. It was like a conflict from what I read. I think Eurogamer had that article. It was pretty crazy.
Okay.
And look how good Dying Light turned out to be.
Yeah. I was actually having a lot of fun with that game, and then, as usual, I just stopped out of nowhere.
Yeah, finish your games. Stop being like me. Alright, so we'll go to the big games of June that's coming out. Afterwards, we're going to do some quick news for the past week, and then our main focus, which is the Xbox Scorpio, and how the AMD...
Get over here!
That's Scorpion! You're off, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't care.
And yeah, how that combines with AMD's new card that they just showcased on the 31st. And then, of course, we're going to talk more about Overwatch and how the scores, it's been getting good scores, but it's been overlooked in terms of content.
Multi people. AKA Street Fighter people.
No, that,
Yeah.
Rainbow Six Siege and all these other multiplayer only games for the most
AKA Area.
part.
Alright, so for the big games of June, coming out June 7th, we have Odin Sphere, Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and Guilty Gear Revelator. Then June 10th, we have Kirby Planet Robobot. June 14th is Ori and the Blind Forest, the physical release, the definitive edition.
Oh, you're fudged.
Why?
I know you're getting that.
Oh, it was a really good game, so I don't know. They added some extra stages and whatnot, but I probably won't get it right away. It's not going to sell out. We have on the 17th Minecraft Wii U. Like anyone here who plays Wii U anymore. On the 21st, we have Mighty Number 9, finally. Oh, we got to talk about that trailer, because that trailer was stupid as hell.
Which trailer? Mighty Number 9? Oh,
Yeah, Mighty Number 9.
Yeah, the one where they made certain comments in it.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that later. Fuck that trailer. Anyway, we have Grand Kingdom. Another really good one that's coming out is June 24th, Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE, which is the Persona / Fire Emblem crossover. And then on the 28th, Cheech has been looking forward to this game, Star Ocean Integrity and Faithfulness. Are you gonna still pick that up, or are you just gonna be holding off on Overwatch?
I don't know. I think I just don't want to spend too much money in games now. Trying to get some bills done. So I don't know. I'll see. I'll see as it gets closer how it goes and what E3 brings in terms of releases and whatnot, so I can plan out my my buying power. Honestly, right now I'm pretty much just focused on Overwatch, and the next big game on my radar will be Legion.
That worked out good for you, though. You have the one game or two games that you can kind of sink your time into.
Yeah. I mean, usually I just sink my time a lot on Blizzard games. Like they already have like half my life in there. Started.
Oh yeah, considering between WoW and
I still don't have a beta.
Yeah. I know I have a beta and I'm not even using it.
I'll be playing that crap every day.
No, you won't. You'll be playing Overwatch.
I still log on WoW, so instead of logging on live WoW, I'll be logging on the beta instead.
Yeah, I logged on to the beta and I was just like, oh, this is what they did with talents. Log off.
Meanwhile, she's just trying to get in. That's all.
I have entered so many contests, and I just don't know. I don't know.
Cheech had us enter for him and still nothing. Oh, that
Really
was
bad.
Yeah, I was hoping we would win. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
So, Ariel, any games out of that list you're looking forward to in June?
June, the one I'm looking forward to the most is Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Did you beat the first one?
Yeah, actually recently too. I think I talked about it not too long ago on a cast. Yeah, I put it off for a long time, and then I ended up really enjoying Mirror's Edge.
That's right. You hated how there was so much action and you can shoot people.
Well, I didn't hate that. It's just the way it was done. It just kind of ruined the flow of the game for me. But overall, like the concept of the game and what they were working towards, I thought was great. And what I played in beta for Catalyst or Alpha, whatever it was, I was really digging it, man. But I didn't want to get myself all into it, considering it was just that. Might as well wait for the final product.
That's true. I can't believe how expensive their special edition is.
How much is that?
Just it was going for $250, and it comes with a Faith statue.
What?
Yeah.
$250 for a collector's
Sure,
edition?
we'll get it eventually.
I'm not. Well, no.
See how he fit well in there, so it might happen.
It might happen.
If I get it, it'll be one of those like when Halo drops in price type. When their special edition goes to like 100, and that's probably when
they just have like crap ton of stuff. Oh, that collector's edition looks pretty tight though, man. Is that? Well, what are they? Oh man, that looks pretty dope, man.
No, it looks nice, but no.
Yeah.
The first Mirror's Edge I didn't even buy when it first came out, so I can wait. I mean, there's so many games. Though I was looking at my list, there's nothing coming out in July. I'm interested, so I have to look through the list again. And August we have Legion and like a few other games. But for this one, actually, I'm looking forward towards Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
I'm looking forward to that as well. Yeah, I was really digging that.
Yeah, they have the new story trailer out, and then they also have the other trailer where you actually get a little introduction of the characters. In terms of the summons, and you see that, oh, it's Chrome from Fire Emblem, and then some other people that you see in the trailer. So I was like, okay, this is gonna hold me until Persona 5 comes out.
Cool.
Nice. And then, alright, so we'll go to some quick news. But yeah, that stupid trailer from Mighty Number 9.
Hey, you! Look at the screen!
Yeah, it's basically very condescending to actually the player.
Well, because they try to do it in that like old school 80s, 90s fashion, Yeah,
and it's terrible. No one wants to hear that shit.
We progressed. But yeah, they got a lot of crap for that, man.
And then the whole thing with you'd be like a crying little kid who loves anime on prom night.
Yeah.
It's like, your whole fucking game's anime. Do you not want me to buy your game?
Oh man, that's hilarious. But
and then oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where like you hear it and you're like, wait, hold on, really? You guys are doing this? But then you kind of laugh because you're like, they're actually doing this. You know what I mean? But
yeah, they could have done it better.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make fun of your audience, you know what it was? They went for full blown cheap jokes instead of something like subtle.
Yeah.
Subtle, thoughtful jokes. Then maybe you would have gotten a better laugh and not create hatred towards it. Because if you see the video on YouTube, there's so many dislikes for it. Like people are really hating on it. So I was just like, yeah. I mean, the gameplay actually looked pretty fun too. Like, I'm waiting for that to come out, so I'm gonna go play that. So the gameplay with the combo system that they showed off, I was like, okay.
I've actually been looking forward to this game for quite some time, man. I've had it on my wish list for such a long time. Just to get back into that like Mega Man style platformer, man.
Yeah, go get a Gunvolt, Azure Striker Gunvolt. That's all you need.
Gunvolt?
Yeah, Azure Striker Gunvolt. I don't know if that's on PC, but it's a 3DS game. Remember, that's the one in that one trailer that they showed part 2, and you're like, what the hell kind of game is this? I want it.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, that actually looks awesome.
What is it?
That's 3DS, man. What is it on? Yeah, 3DS. Oh, and it's on Windows.
Yeah, it's on Windows. Yeah, I see it on Steam right now.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah. See? Now go get that and don't finish your
What, Total War?
Yeah, you haven't finished your other games.
God, I still haven't finished the game. I can't believe that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now. Hopefully this weekend. I'll get there.
30 FPS lock. Here we go. Here, you see what I'm talking about, man? Well, not even 30. 29 FPS lock. God damn it.
I mean, why not 40? Why not 24?
Whatever.
Well, it's a 3DS game. So.
I guess.
Wait, where do you see it on? Oh, it is on Steam. How come I can't find it on Steam?
You have to search for it.
I did search for it.
I just put Gunvolt and I just put Gunvolt alone and it'll pop up.
I mean, I guess it doesn't look like it matters.
It's a Gato 2D platformer game. Why would it matter?
Yo, those jumps, man. Sometimes you gotta get them on point.
That's true. Oh, and for anyone who does have a 3DS right now, this game is on sale on the eShop store for $10. So is the Mega Man collection. That's on sale for $10, which is Mega Man's 1 through 6, which I talked my two friends into getting. So they both picked up the Mega Man game.
Did you get around to finishing that up?
No, I finished the second one, so I'm on number 3.
Okay.
And then I've been playing it sparsely, like just throughout, just so my Xbox gets turned on. But I'll get through it soon enough. finish that and do Life is Strange.
Oh, that's so good.
I know, you guys were talking about it so much. You're like, oh, you gotta play it. How come you haven't played it? You should jump off a building because you didn't play
Yeah,
it.
you should. You can rewind time though, so once you jump, you're fudged.
Yeah, I don't have wings or a jetpack.
You're not Mercy?
No, I'm not. But that'd be cool if I was. Because then I'd be rezzing people.
No, you would not.
No, I wouldn't. I'll probably just fall off a cliff and die like I do in the game.
That's more like
Real
it.
quick, talking about Overwatch, have you seen that video where Symmetra puts a teleporter on like the edge of a cliff-looking thing or something, and everybody comes through it and just falls into their death?
No.
Oh, it's hilarious, bro! It's hilarious. You can probably find it on YouTube or something.
Did she get player of the game
I don't know.
by killing her own teammates?
But her whole squad just ran off into the fucking doom, man. It was hilarious.
I was thinking of doing that in one of our games, but I was just like, no, that's too dickish.
Just give me an
This one
idea.
did.
You don't want to do that now.
Oh, look, you're going to play another character than the other three you stick with.
Shut up.
And also, did you guys see the new Mega Man caricature that they have for the new anime coming out in 2017?
No, I haven't seen
It looks
any of
stupid.
Yeah, Mega Man doesn't look that good. He looks pretty terrible in it. And they're going with the story that it's a real boy who turns into Mega Man. Instead of him being a Reploid. So yeah. If you ever check that out, look at it. Majority of people don't like the look. But, since it's an anime, we gotta see how it really looks in motion. Maybe it'll actually look better in the anime than the little concept art that they showed. So we don't know. We don't know what Capcom's doing. They've been on a streak recently.
They're actually going to be adding into the next month new character for Street Fighter. Mega
They
Man.
actually did a mod for... it wasn't even a mod, but I think he was hidden in the game. Cross Tekken.
Yes, yeah.
So bad.
And he was the original NES box art.
Box art Mega Man.
Yeah, and it was just terrible.
Yeah, it's so bad.
It's like, no, what are you doing? Stop messing up Mega Man. You're killing our dreams.
Yeah.
But you might like this, Ariel. You have Injustice 2 is rumored to be in the works.
So yeah, I would have been hyped. I mean, there's a possibility it could be good. I have no hope for that game on PC. I'll say that right now. After Injustice 1, I guess. I used to play that game a lot with Selena, a friend of ours, playing local, and it was great. And then I decided to start playing it online when I ended up getting my own copy. This is after I reacquired a PS3 at some point. For one of the first games I got with it was Injustice, actually. So I was like, all right, let me go play online. And, oh man, the experience was so bad. So bad. So then, by the time it comes out on PC, I was like, oh, it's going to be awesome now. Fucking some good aliasing, some good netcode, maybe, and we'll get in there. I play one match, and this is playing with somebody I know. Horrible. Then I play regular ranked matches. Horrible. And that's where I gave up. I'm like, I am just done, right? But then MK10 came out, and guess what? It was the same crap. I'm done with them as a company entirely, man. I just have no faith. But supposedly it's better with MK10 XL or whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah, but you won't be able to play that for PC because they don't support it anymore after the first expansion pack.
Pretty much, I'm not buying Injustice 2 at launch. I'm gonna wait it out and see what happens.
Yeah, buy for consoles. Come on.
Gonna be erect.
I mean, I really enjoyed the storyline for Injustice. I thought it was actually a great storyline.
It's even one of the best. Not one of the best, but it was a really good comic book series. Also, that they spurred from that story, which by now I'm thinking most of you guys know Superman loses his shit, and he turns into the Superman I love. Fuck everything. Just I'm the man. In the comic book, they don't even actually show this in the game story. I'm not sure if you guys were aware, but he pretty much. He's kind of like the overlord of the world, practically, at this point. Like, he wants no weapons, no fighting, no wars, no nothing. But Aquaman is kind of like pissed off and whatever, and he's trying to come at Superman. So Superman kind of rips out Atlantis from the ocean and throws that shit into the desert, man. How fucked up is that, man? I like that Superman.
No, the only thing in the game is him ripping out the heart of
the
Joker.
Yeah. That was
Which was pretty awesome. Cheech, you played Injustice,
Yeah,
right?
I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah. Though, with the way WB has been, I think I'm just gonna, if this is coming out, I'll just wait for the second one. Or I should say, after all the expansions, then I'll probably pick it up.
The definitive edition, yes.
Yeah, I'm in no rush for that game. Even in the next Mortal Kombat, I think I already set my fighting game for this generation, and that's just gonna be Street Fighter.
Yep.
And speaking of Street Fighter, they showed Ibuki. Yeah. Ariel, you wanted Balrog.
Well, a friend of mine wanted Balrog. I mean, I'm not really... The only character I can think of that I'm excited for, really, is seeing Juri play out in Street Fighter V, but she's not coming out till the end of the year.
Yeah, I thought it was Orion.
Urian? Well, he's coming out towards the end of the... later on also. Both of them are.
I think it's safe to say we don't even know when they're coming out because it was supposed to be Balrog this month, so...
Well, I don't think it was supposed to be him. That was the speculation that it was going to be him. And he's going to come out somewhere down the line. But Ibuki, some people seem excited. Her little bomb thing seems very awesome, man. Although the character in itself I'm not really excited for, but the possibilities with the bomb seem kind of crazy.
So awesome that it drops your frame rates. Cheech, when was the last time you played Street Fighter after we talked you into buying the game?
I played it when Guile came out.
Well, I mean, recently. Have you played it recently? Don't worry, I haven't played it.
I've been Overwatch, so...
Well, yeah, even before Overwatch, it was Uncharted. And before Uncharted it wasn't Quantum Break, was it? Yeah, I think Quantum Break came out before that.
Yeah.
All I know is this year has been a pretty damn good year for games, man.
So far, yeah. We're definitely gonna... At the end of this month, we're gonna talk about some of the best games that we would think. If we can only choose one game, or what games we thought up until June, the end of June, that you should get. We'll probably talk about that. Because there is a shit ton. Oh, you know what? Dark Souls. Dark Souls is another one that was around April.
Yeah.
That took up a lot of time.
I need to buy that again.
One of the few games...
I'm in PC, so I actually get to beat it.
One of the few games where I took off of work just to beat it.
You finished the whole thing?
Yeah, I finished it.
Damn, correct.
Well, no. I didn't go through the second or third playthrough. I didn't do the second one. Just because I was like, I gotta finish some other games. But I wanted to do the secret ending. Plus, they're gonna have DLC for it, so... I'll hold off. This is interesting So if you have... what's that company that The Witcher comes from? GOG?
CD Projekt Red?
Yeah.
No, they have that client. The one that when you buy Witcher...
Oh, God, yeah, GOG.
Yeah, GOG. You can import some of your Steam games. They have a link now between your Steam accounts and GOG, where it'll detect what games you own on Steam, and then you actually get it on GOG.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you get DRM free version of those games. Games will be rotating, so every so often you're gonna get a certain amount of list of games that you can import.
Oh, that's pretty tight.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, we didn't actually... One thing about the Street Fighter thing. Yeah, Cheech was right. It was supposed to come out in May, but because of the communication, they're terrible with communication recently. Or I shouldn't say recently.
Recently.
Forever. Ibuki is pushed back till the end of June, and June was only supposed to be the storyline, so...
So it's going to coincide with the release of storyline, and maybe a secret second character, unofficial. This is just, me speculating.
Oh.
Akuma,
Goken,
who knows?
right?
I don't know. Do something for the community at this point, Capcom.
It's Goken, right?
Oh, that would be, the greatest thing that could happen so far, but... And Akuma would be cool, too,
That's true. Everyone wants Akuma or Sagan.
Yeah, they're gonna keep that guy away for second.
Oh, Akuma? Yeah. Actually, I'm kind of pretty interested in playing him in Tekken just to see how he is. Just because I can shoot fireballs. But then you get countered by the lasers of Jin Kazuma. So,
Yeah.
whatever. Speaking of another crappy company, Konami actually announced their Metal Gear Solid pachinko machines.
It was inevitable, man. Everybody knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, because they have the Silent Hill ones. They have a bunch of other properties. It's just terrible.
Yeah, that's backlashing a lot.
Yeah, so it wouldn't even, it doesn't even matter to the gamblers. They're just gonna see and be like, okay, another machine I can play and gamble on.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, whatever. Well, they said they're still gonna not prioritize, but they still have Metal Gear Solid to release, whether it be mobile or something. But I think the community they're just so spiteful that no one's gonna buy that.
I mean, everybody, here's the thing, right, with Metal Gear Solid. People love that franchise. So all they say, they're not supporting Konami for what they did. If they get a good company behind that game and actually go back to investing money into ensuring that it's a great game, people will buy it up.
You think so? Nah.
I mean, if it's just just make a Metal Gear game, it's going to show. But if they actually get back into making a proper game, because I mean, from what I can tell, or from what a lot of the stuff that was going around, it seems like a lot of the fallout that both the company and Kojima had was money. How much money it was taking for them to make this game. So I mean, if they can find the company to just take the heart of Metal Gear and make a new game, that's still great. I think people would still buy it. I mean, I'd buy it. I wouldn't care. I mean, I'd be like, fuck, I hate these fuckers, but a good game's a good game.
Well, how would you know it's a good game?
Well, let's say reviews come out, they're all positive, not necessarily 10s, but, something like Metal Gear Rising wasn't like a spectacle or gaming, but it was a good game.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I had fun with it, but it was okay. That last boss though was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, that story was freaking outlandish, but I had a great time with it. Mostly because it's a platinum game, so I know what I'm getting into with those. I'm not expecting like something to be out of this world, but it was a fine enough game.
And Raiden redeemed himself. He's pretty cool there. So yeah, pachinko machines. Maybe I'll try them out when I go to Japan next year. I'm like, yeah, look what I'm playing, and then lost all my money. So EA said that they're gonna showcase Battlefield 1 live streamed during E3 with 64 players. I mean, they did that every year though. Didn't they do that with Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4?
Live stream.
Yeah.
So that's not anything new. Though the next news I'm excited about, they're gonna showcase Dead Rising 4 at E3, and that's the main reason why I picked up an Xbox. Actually,
Dead Rising, really?
Yeah, I love the series. I had so much fun with 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
When they announced Part 3, I'm like, I guess I'm getting an Xbox at launch, and that's the first game I beat. I beat that one, then I beat Rise, and then I forgot what other games came out.
That's it?
So yeah. Huh?
I think that was it.
Yeah. And then after that it was like a bunch of third-party games. Because I didn't even play Killer Instincts too much. Because Killer Instincts was basically how Street Fighter was when it first came out.
That game was super bare bones on release, man. Super bare bones. It's so much better now, but there was barely anything there.
Oh yeah, there wasn't anything. They did have a very competent training mode, though.
What it did have,
tutorial training.
It was free, and that's what it had going for it, really.
See, even the free, that's the thing. People are overblowing the freeness of it. You were only able to control one character.
Yeah, you'd get like one character at a time, but I mean, you'd have the game technically, right?
Yeah, but one character that gets rotated every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
No, it's not a free game. That's just bullshit right there. That's just a demo. Okay. Capcom could have done that, and people were like, "Oh, what's this glorified demo?" Which everyone's been saying about Street Fighter 5. No. At least Street Fighter 5, the gameplay is very solid. Oh, another thing I'm happy about: Justin Wong won the last Street Fighter tournament with Karen.
Yeah, he did.
So I'm happy Karen isn't a weak character, considering how Infiltration's been just housing everybody with Nash.
Well, here's the thing. Well, he did win it. That was great and all, but like with certain tournaments, I would say you have a lot of people who are no shows. So it's like it would have been great to see who would have won had everybody else been there. It's still a good win for Justin Wong, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, he hasn't won anything recent that I can remember. Maybe 2015? No, not even. I think 2014.
I don't know the last time he won was. But yeah, he did well in Combo Breaker.
That's because the frustration wasn't there.
Probably.
That's what I'm saying. It was, they can only attend so many tournaments at a time. But this, he gets Capcom Pro Tour ranking points, so that's good for him.
Yeah, which goes towards Evo. Yeah. But still, I'm just happy that
Capcom Pro Tour. Evo, well, does it? Does Evo?
Evo's in a month.
Yeah, Evo counts towards the Capcom Pro Tour as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Alright. So, I said this last week. Microsoft showcased their games with gold, but I'll just say it again, just because now we have an updated one for Sony. If you have games with gold, don't forget to pick up your Goat Simulator and Super Meat Boy.
Oh, see it? Super Meat Boy is, that's one to look out for. A Goat Simulator, that's not really for me.
And then I believe later in the month it's going to be the Crew and XCOM Enemy Unknown.
For Xbox?
Yeah, but you know how Xbox One is backwards compatible, so whatever system you have, you'll be able to get Super Meat Boy and XCOM. Yep. Which XCOM is actually a really good game.
Really good.
Though it's bullshit when you are right next to an enemy and you have a 90% chance to shoot them in the face and you miss.
Yeah, I never understood that, man. I never did. I understand, that you're working with numbers here, but if the animation shows that I'm right in front of this motherfucker, I should be able to blast him in the face. No ifs, ands, or buts. My bullet should hit him in the face. Exactly.
It's just, I hated that so much. I remember when that happened, I just turned off the game. I'm like, fuck this shit now. This bullshit. Yeah, because then they'll come back. They'll have a 30% chance to shoot me, and somehow they get the shot and kill my guy.
And that didn't change on XCOM 2 either. And again, I get why they do it, because that's just how the game works, but it's so stupid.
Ariel, did you beat XCOM 2?
I didn't beat XCOM 1 or XCOM 2. Or the expansion to 1. I have that also. I haven't finished any of those.
Oh, Enemy Within, yeah. Actually, I didn't do Enemy Within or the Bureau. Those two I didn't play
Bureau
or beat.
Classified.
Yeah. And okay, so for Sony side for the PS Plus, you have NBA 2K16, Gone Home Console Edition. Those are for PS4. You have Echo Chrome and Siren Blood Curse, which is for the PS3, and God of War Chains of Olympus and Little Deviants for
Vita.
PSP Vita. Which, NBA 2K is a very solid series. I got the first one when they first showed, just as a showcase, and it looks awesome, so I'm kind of happy to have 216.
Now, are they doing the same thing that Microsoft did, where it's a limited playtime sort of deal?
No, it's PS Plus, so as long as you have a subscription, you can play it.
Because didn't Microsoft have it also, but you could only have it for a certain amount of time or play? Wasn't that how they did it?
EA Access is a 10-hour limit.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you can beat a game within 10 hours, you don't have to, you wouldn't have to pick it up.
So if it's free, I guess I'll pick up NBA 2K16. Why not?
Yeah. And then EA Access is pretty cool just because you get the 10% or 5% discount for digital games.
Yep, which is also on PC.
Yeah. But that's if you're going for all digital, future.
I would say, though, out of that list for Sony, if you can, check out Echo Chrome. That's a really good, puzzle game.
That's right. They had that for... Didn't they have that for, PSP and PS2?
PS3, I think it was.
Okay. No, yeah, this is PS3, but I mean, didn't they have Echo Chrome, prior to that? Prior to the PS3 release?
I think it was just PS3, PSP.
Okay, so it was PSP. Alright, cool. So let's get to the big news. May 31st, AMD showcased one of their newest video cards called the R490. which is a VR ready powerhouse card, which is only going on sale for $200, which is supposed to combat the new 1070s and 1080s for Nvidia.
Oh, that's not combating that.
Well, just in terms of new releases, not in terms of power. Because for the benchmarks, I think they said it's actually either between or a little bit stronger than the 970. No, sorry, it's stronger than the 970, but it might be weaker than the 980.
Yeah, somewhere there. I mean, AMD at this point, AMD just competes with the
their price.
mainstream.
Mainstream
They
cards,
targeted mainstream, which is great because their prices just pretty much allow people that want to get into PC gaming get something great at a decent price. While Nvidia pretty much just target the enthusiast builds and whatnot at this point. I mean, we shall see when AMD does releases their next enthusiast card. They should be releasing it soon.
It doesn't seem like they're very interested in that, though.
They just they announced a new processor, which is pretty. I mean, the new CPU, which is pretty. Seems pretty dope.
Yeah, to be quite honest, though, that kind of seemed like this. It would seem like the smart move to make, like make strong lower end cards that just everybody could get into, and I'm sure they'll be on top. If their cards outsell like the 1070, which I don't see why they wouldn't, to be quite honest, considering the price point. And I'm sure the performance is going to be well enough.
Yeah.
Especially for 1080p gaming, because,
Yeah.
that's the majority of freaking Steam,
So, wait. You have a 980, don't you, Ariel? I thought you can play 1440.
I can. Like, downsampled. But it's showing its age already. So, like, with newer games, I can't do... Like, Witcher 3, I can't do 1440 on a 980. I wish I could. Not if I want to have, like, everything maxed out or whatever, you know what I mean?
You can even do it with a 980 Ti.
Oh, 1440 you can't?
Yeah.
Wait,
Witcher 3 is a benchmark game. Like, I have to literally lower down some of the stuff in order to get steady 60.
Like a consistent 60, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you maxed out.
No, I
1440.
I usually lower shadows and the
foliage distance.
Yeah, foliage distance. That will kill your computer.
Yeah.
Because I honestly don't need to see a tree fully blown out, freaking 500 miles away.
Only because it
not
minimizes
affect
the
gameplay.
level of like popping of not so much popping, but I guess it minimizes that effect. So it's nice if you have the extra freaking power, but otherwise going down to high is not too bad.
Okay. Yeah, actually, since I have a 1080 monitor with my SLI, all I focused on was getting as much graphics as I could, and then lowering it where it's constantly above 70.
Okay.
Just for the overhead, just so like if it does drop, it doesn't drop below 60. And I think you're right, Cheech. For mine, I did the same thing where I lowered the field of depth and shadows just to get that.
Field of depth, I think that's it.
But the reason why we bring up this card, one, is because we love PC, we love PC games, and I love console games. But this coincides with. Well, I just like collecting physical. Though after what happened this past weekend, I'm, on the fence since I lost some stuff. But anyway, if this card is $200, this brings up a good argument because of all the rumors that's going around with Xbox One, where their next system, which is codenamed Scorpio, and not Scorpion, Cheech, get over here. That this card is VR ready, and the next Xbox 2, let's call it, is going to be Oculus Rift ready. And if the price is $200, they can technically build a very strong machine. This card is supposed to be due to do over 500 teraflops, and the rumor is what, six?
Which will make sense for a console system. They probably modify it a little bit and get the 6 out of it.
Yeah. I mean, especially with a lower level API, they can probably push the limit on it. So with $200 plus all the other components, they probably can actually sell the next system. I would say within the 500 range. maybe a little less.
Yeah. I mean, if they want to do a Lost, they could pop it at 400, just like how the freaking Xbox launched.
The 360 or the original?
No, Xbox One.
No. Oh wait. No, didn't they break even
after the cut? Well, if they want to do a Lost in this one, the new one, they could just launch it at $400.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Neo will probably cost almost close to the same, if anything.
Yeah. I don't think that's changing. That's probably going to be 400. They probably won't. I mean, considering how the new regular one right now is about what, 350?
Yeah.
But we'll see. You know, Sony said that they're not going to showcase their new system this E3. Rumor is it's going to be shown in the fall or winter. And Microsoft, that it's just the chatter's all over the place. Some people are saying that the Slim is going to be shown at E3 because of the production that was in February.
Yeah, I expect the Slim to be shown. I don't really expect anything about Scorpio and this E3.
And then maybe they'll pull an Apple. They'll say, "Hey, look, it's shown and it'll be ready in 2 months."
I mean, well, the rumor is 2017 launch for the Scorpio, so it depends how soon it releases. So if we're talking about Q1 next year, then okay, maybe they will announce it.
No, it's probably. Remember the head chief of AMD saying one system is actually that
would be probably Neo.
Yeah, because they said one system this year and 2 systems next year.
Now, here's my question for you
next
guys.
Year's
Do you
Nintendo.
Think that by releasing a year after Neo, Microsoft is shooting themselves in the foot? Because, I mean, taking into consideration what happened with Xbox 360 and PS3.
I
mean, because you figure PlayStation is introducing VR to the masses, and then the PS Neo or V or whatever that console is going to be called is coming out probably the end of this year, so they're going to have 1 year leg up on Microsoft.
See, here's the funny part. When PS2 was reigning, Xbox was a stronger machine, but so many people were already adopted in PS2 that they didn't care to moving on. Then you also had N64 coming out around that time, and N64 was strong, right? Or was that GameCube? No, it was GameCube. I'm sorry. GameCube was stronger than PS2, but PS2 still reigned. Last generations are a little bit harder to, gauge, considering that the Xbox 360 had a 100% failure rate.
Not 100%.
It was 100%. That's why they lost the lawsuit.
My shit lasted into like freaking 4 years in. I was good.
I went through about 3 machines.
I went to 2. That's it. The original one, the second one.
Yeah, see, so 100. You still lost.
No, the second one, I still had the second one. That's what I meant by 2. It's still there.
Yeah, but the first one died.
Yeah, after 4 years.
Yeah, see, 100%. That's 100% failure rate.
So did your freaking PS3 with the yellow line of
death. Dude, PS3 still that lasted 9 years.
Well, it died.
There's a big difference.
Everything has 100%. No, everything has 100% failure rate in the world. They did have an insane amount of failure rate, yes, in the beginning with Ring of Death, and that's what probably caused the inflation of sales that they had, because they still counted.
Yeah, see, that's the hardest thing. Is that one is that you had the inflation, and 2 is when people saw the price point of the PS3.
Yeah.
So, depending on the price and how Sony has their foothold, it's just, you hope they'll do well just because of the competition.
Both of them are going to probably be around the same place in terms of price point. They're probably, Xbox may be more around the $500 price range, I'm thinking. Sony's going for $399. But it's not a completely new system per se. And, you're going to have to get the VR, so that's an added $400 if I remember correctly. Plus whatever other crap you're going to need for it. Whereas with Microsoft, you're going to get the Xbox, but if you want a VR, you need the Oculus now. So, it's, I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Oculus was released, Vive was released, but how many people are talking about them now?
Well, that's because there hasn't been much for it lately, and it's still very early. It's it's launch.
Yeah,
really not much during launch.
There's no game for it. I mean, same thing might happen with the Sony one for a little while. Most of the games they have now are all gimmicks, so everybody's going to wait for the one killer app.
Yeah, because you need a really higher adoption rate for it to be successful.
Sword Art Online.
Hey, IBM's working on it.
Maybe that Microsoft may actually have a stronger starting lineup with Oculus because it's already been out for some time.
Yeah.
So I mean, it'd be interesting to see how that works out. But I still feel like that 1 year gap is going to be in Sony's favor.
Yeah, but actually, the biggest thing is now alright, if you're a gaming enthusiast, you don't need an Xbox anymore. Even Cheech, who, he really loved 360, doesn't really see a point of having the next Xbox.
My Xbox became my favorite TV hub right now. Yeah. I mean, I don't even use it for TV. My TV is connected straight to the TV. That's it. I just only use it for the apps like HBO Go, Crunchyroll, like all that stuff.
And then you got a souped up PC. So now, hearing that Halo is going to be on PC, and a lot of future Microsoft games are going to be on PC.
Just Halo Forge for now.
But the rumor has it, they're going to drop the bomb.
Oh, really? Halo 5 on PC?
Any Halo going forward. I mean, the whole thing with Microsoft's moving forward is
they're trying to unify their platform.
They want to unify the platform, which makes sense. I mean, it's Windows. It's their own crap. Why not? Make more money. So, I mean, once Halo makes it to PC officially, that's it. There's no point for me to owning an Xbox. I mean, now granted, if I go into another, PC rage or things don't work, hey, why not? I'll be back over there. But I mean, that only lasts for like a week, usually.
Yeah, but
here's the thing: Microsoft has to know this, though, right? You figure they would know this, that for the people who are PC gamers who got Xboxes, let's say for Halo or whatever other game they're interested on their account, that there's going to have to be something else they can offer to those people to get them to want to buy that console. So, I'm sure they're going to do not so much TV like they did, before they announced or released Xbox One, but there's probably going to be something else, some other functionality that they're going to add to it that's going to entice people to want to get it.
No,
not necessarily.
No, Spencer pretty much already kind of addressed that because he said it. Because someone actually brought the same questions. I mean, what are you going to do with PC gamers that bought your console for like, say, Halo or something? Like, they're not going to buy it anymore. And he pretty much says yes. I don't expect them to buy it. They have a PC. That's their main platform. It's like two different audiences. People always buy Xbox because they love console. They always do buy their Xbox. Not everybody has the patience to build a PC or maintain it, even though it's easy as hell. It's like if you were a kid once and you play with Legos, you know how to build a PC.
Pretty much.
It's just adult Lego.
Yeah.
If you know where green goes and blue and whatnot, I mean, you're good.
Yeah, and then the whole argument is if you're a gaming enthusiast like we are, you probably won't need an Xbox anymore. You just get it on PC, and then you get it on, PS4. But people who don't like dealing with PCs can always get the console. And then for them to optimize it and how they won't lose money, they actually just have to lower the production count of how many systems they're gonna produce and put out. Because then they'll break even with all the digital money that they get from PC if they stick with Universal Windows platform?
Yeah.
And then anything that they get from Xbox. So it's pretty smart by unifying them, like Cheech was saying.
And to be fair, the Universal Windows platform, it's not all bad. I just think they need to separate the gaming aspect of it from everything else, like all the shovelware they have in there.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting better.
They are improving.
They're listening to complaints and criticisms. And I mean, we'll see. I mean, Windows Anniversary is coming up later this month, and there's a lot of features coming in, including a lot of gaming features. So let's see what they do. But they're definitely listening. I mean, Forza is probably their best launch that they have.
Forza and Killer Instinct were both actually pretty good.
So, I mean, from the crappy games that they released first, I mean, there are improvements going on.
No, but yeah, Forza was definitely the best in terms of options.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem with a lot of the game. Well, the majority of the ones that they've released on that thing, the options that PC gamers like are not there.
Yeah.
Forza was kind of the one to kind of like start pushing forward with that, though.
Yeah. The worst release was Gears of War and
Quantum Break by far the worst one.
Yeah, Gears of War have been fixed a lot now lately. I think they're also uncapping the frame rate now, so you can play it out with whatever content you want.
Yeah, so they're improving. I mean, they fixed some bugs, but honestly, they can't put out as many systems as they did when Xbox One first launched. Because if you remember, there were a lot of pictures, people posting up, day one editions, still in stores up until like May. There's piles and piles of those systems everywhere. So as a business standpoint, they can probably just lower the production, and they'll be fine.
Make it like like it used to be, right? Where freaking PlayStation 2 sold out. It kind of builds hype around that. If you're not selling it, well, not so much selling, but pushing out or shipping as many units, right? So
yeah,
it's like, that's because I don't know if you guys remember that, but I remember walking into stores and seeing it on the news. The PlayStation 2 is sold out again, and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, damn, this PlayStation 2 must be awesome. It keeps selling out everywhere. So I mean, they kind of build something. I mean, it's a little misleading, I guess, but it helps your brand, it helps you push your product, I guess, and makes it more of a hot item.
Hey,
it's the same thing with the Wii. Look at the Wii, kept selling out, and it added to the buzz.
Look at Amiibos.
Oh, what?
Amiibos. They were selling out.
Well, yeah, those are too. Because the interesting thing about Amiibo is that people buy them who don't even necessarily use them.
Yeah. They're just on shelves, and then people just scalping them, which is another thing.
Scalpers!
It'll be interesting. With this system actually being over 5, I think the 980 caps at around 5.2, right?
In terms of teraflops?
Yeah, teraflops.
I'm not 100% sure what the 980 caps out at.
I think I remember I was looking it up because I was trying to, when I was looking at the rumors for Scorpio, and how they were saying it was 6 compared, because I remember I was like, the 980 is like 400 plus. And then that's why I was saying, if they were trying to make a 6 teraflop machine, it's going to cost a lot more.
980 has exactly 5.
5 teraflops.
Yeah, and then that's going for 400. So this 200, that actually would coincide. So we'll see. Maybe E3 will be a lot better, considering how many rumors and how many releases and trailers announcements that we've gotten before E3.
So all in all, with both the PS Neo and Scorpio, I feel like the main reason for these upgrades is gonna be VR. Seems like they're putting all their eggs in the basket with this thing, and they're actually gonna push forward with it.
Dude, never mind.
What was that?
Never mind. 980 is 4.6 teraflops.
Oh, really?
TI is 5.6.
There you go. The TI was the one that's expensive, which is why I was trying to do the price point comparison. Okay.
I was seeing 5 on the 980, 4.2 on the 970. Oh, but I don't know. I'm just looking at one place.
So hold up sneeze right there.
But it's going to be interesting to see, because my hope for what they're doing is to hopefully push 60 FPS gaming. But I know that's not going to be the case, right? They're going to use this added power to, your standard releases are going to be 30 FPS,
4K.
hard locked, and push the visual fidelity of these games. In that sense, somewhat like Uncharted, and VR is just kind of, they're going to make it look as best as possible, but you figure it has to hit those frame rate or that specific FPS. So my thing is, is there going to be a disparity where people aren't as interested in VR because it doesn't look as good as your standard games? You know what I mean? Because if they're capping the standard games at 30.
Yeah, maybe they don't have to cap it at 30, because games like Gran Turismo Sport, that probably is going to be 60 with lower graphic points.
Well, yeah, which is what I would actually prefer, right? I guess make it more customizable to look good but play well. Meet that the happy medium.
I must say, I'm still laughing about the whole Gran Turismo thing. because people shitted on Forza saying how oh, it doesn't have dynamic this or that, and blah blah blah. When GTA comes out, it's gonna be all great. Here comes GTA Sport, doesn't have it.
Yeah. That was a really bad showcase.
Yeah.
First off, they said they were only 50% done. They did say though it looked better when you were actually there than how it did in the stream. So I don't.
Well, that's any case of YouTube videos. It's all compression.
Dude, Gran Turismo games always take forever to make and release, man.
Yeah. And then what you were saying, Cheech, they did announce that it's not gonna have dynamic weather or collision damage. They announced that like after the whole presentation.
Yeah. I mean, just people don't understand how like what goes under the hood with racing games all the time. It's not just graphics. There's a lot of physics behind it.
Physics and computations. So yeah. Last and not least, we wanted to talk about Overwatch. We're not gonna talk too much, but the competitive play has been delayed till end of June, like mid-June. Oh, sorry, mid to end of July.
No, it's not delayed. It's through June. That was a mistake by GameStop.
Yeah, they pushed it back to the original time frame. I think it was.
Yeah.
So GameStop's fucked up, and then I wrote that.
Not really. Actually, their tweet messed up for Overwatch, and then they corrected it. But I guess it was quick to say.
Fuck that tweet.
But yes, no, it is still on track for June.
What I do like though is that they're doing this in seasons.
Yes.
I think that's great, right? Because it kind of gets people amped up and ready for it, and then you kind of wind down. You can do some quick plays, whatever it is, and then the next season will roll around. You can get your squad ready for it again.
Yep. It's their plan is 3-month seasons. Map wise, what the plans are based on what they said was have different routes each season. So let's say how each map have a payload route. So let's say in the next season comes over, it's gonna be a whole route for that map, and to keep it interested and whatnot.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Well, here's my question: when's the story mode, Cheech?
I know. Where's the arcade mode?
I don't even want a story mode for that. I want a movie for that crap.
No, there is an arcade mode actually, but having a movie of it is pretty cool.
But this is the thing though. This is a new game. Brand new game. They had even never mentioned about having a story mode. So, people knew what they were getting for it.
So, do you think it's worth it for $40/$60?
I played almost close to 50 hours in this game already. More than any $60 game that I have bought so far this year. So, yes, it was pretty worth it for me. It still depends what you like, to be honest. If you don't like shooters and you don't like that competitiveness, then it's not worth it for you.
Yeah, the value is always subjective. That's like the biggest thing.
Yeah, it's always subjective.
I'm fine with paying whatever they ask. Well, so far it's not too fucking crazy, So long as I enjoy the game, that's all that matters to me in the end. Did I have fun with that game? Then yeah, that price to me was fine. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because there's been many games where I really enjoyed it, but say the game finishes within 8 hours. So, $60 for that.
See, but
I really enjoyed the game.
This is where the
divide
divide stands. Like, you have to think about a lot of consumers also. Like, they don't necessarily have the ability to buy like we do for the most part.
I mean,
we're not well off or anything. We're just, gaming is our hobby, and that's when we put our money into that. But a lot of people actually look at games and they're like, well, I need to buy the one that has the most hours, and that's value to them. So, it's like the way it's gauged is completely different.
So, what's Witcher 3?
Yeah, I mean, Witcher 3, endless amounts of freaking... I have like $500 in that game.
Good Lord.
I have 5 minutes because I lost my game.
GG. I have about $250. GOG. Yeah, no cloud saving.
Who's currently playing it. He's like, it kind of scares him that it could be that long.
I will play it. I think if I don't get Star Oceans, I think I will start replaying The Witcher before a while. Legion releases, so I can finish the new expansion. That'll be a marathon.
Go for it. I mean, Witcher's a great storyline.
I mean, I had the original expansion that came out, the first one, so I just want to beat it up, get my story up to get to a point, and then start one and one.
Go for it, and then you can tell us how it is.
Yeah, but with this value thing, right? Like, ultimately, what I think happened with value is free to play games. right? Because or games that are completely like inexpensive to gain access to, and therefore you kind of judge these major releases based on that. When you could get like a CS:GO, who maybe doesn't have the production value because it's an older game and so on, that's been redone a bit, or you have other games that have lower price points, and then something comes in and it's $60 offering the same or similar content in a way, like in terms of online offerings. With nothing else, people start questioning, well, I could just keep playing this and it was cheap instead of having... And I think that's what kind of sullied up or just kind of confused everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and with the loot boxes. And this is the thing. A lot of people
This isn't
saying,
just for Overwatch, of course. This is just for multiplayer games in general, because people always look at them like, what, you want that much for just that? You know?
yeah, and it really is per person. If you know a group of friends and you're going to have a blast with it, then you're going to get your money's worth. Now, if you're playing solo, and with Overwatch, if you play solo, I don't know how you play solo.
I enjoyed it. I mean, maybe it's just because I like the game so much. It's like
I find quick play fun also.
It's like me asking Ariel why or you two why you like Street Fighter. I mean, it's just you like the game. That's your game, and I love shooters, and I love this game. That's what it comes down to. I mean, I paid $80 for Street Fighter 5 on PC, and then another $60 on PS4. So I spent the money on Street Fighter. I'm not getting me wrong.
Yeah,
that's true. But yeah,
here's the only
person.
thing I will say though. My only, in terms of Overwatch, just a ton of fun. Like I can't take that away from that game. There's really nothing that I knew what I was getting with that game, so there was really no other question of, oh, well, it's not going to have this for me in terms of whatever. But then you see these other arguments come up, and you're like, okay, I kind of see why you feel that way. But Overwatch is delivering what it set out to do, in my eyes. You know, it was just going to be a multiplayer shooter, team-based shooter, hero-based, and it's doing that and delivering on that. So, you know, if you went in with that and they presented you this price point and you were all in, then you got what you paid for. You know what I mean? So it's a great game in that sense. It just does everything they set out to do, which is what I think most games should be judged on. But yeah, even playing solo, man, like I have a blast. You know, it could get a little frustrating sometimes, but it's still a lot of fun to play with, by yourself.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, how did you not get burned out? Because if I played those 17 hours by myself, I probably would have been burnt out so long.
Most of my hours clocked in had been solo. Especially that weekend, the holiday weekend, nobody was around. It was just me, just freaking going crazy there.
I know you're like level 30 something.
About to be 35, yeah.
Damn, Cheech.
I'm only 26.
I've got to still be 9. I haven't played that game so long.
But last and not least about Overwatch, they started doing the ban hammer, which is pretty cool.
Yep, that's typical Blizzard.
Yeah, there's no need to really cheat in a game. It's a game. Just no other way to explain it. Cheech, you have a better argument for this.
No, it's a game. It's a competitive online shooter game. If there's a flaw in the game and you found it, and you took the risk to cheat, then it's your fault. Don't be crying at Blizzard saying, "Oh, why you buy me? I paid $60."
Blizzard didn't code it right.
Well, so is Street Fighter. I mean, you still get freaking rage
I'm
quitters.
just messing with you.
I'm just saying, but yes, I mean, don't cry because you lost $60. They even said it up front before that game even came out. Any cheating that will be done, it will be permanent ban.
No, yeah,
and
which is the right thing to do, I think. That was earlier today, for those of you who are aware. We were talking about this topic, and I was just bothering Cheech. I'm like, no, what do you mean? Of course you should be able to cheat.
I mean, no, I mean, not only that, but it's a Blizzard game. They are hideously known to have one of the really, and this was controversial back then, because they have a really intrusive way of finding out if you're cheating or not. Because when you sign the agreement, they literally have program to scan your computer. So, I mean, they had the tools. So why do it? You're not going to get cut no matter what.
I mean, it's the best thing to do for the community as a whole.
Yeah.
Maybe there may be the slight instances of, unfortunately, somebody who isn't an offender who gets slammed with one of these, and they'll have that appeal process to kind of work through. It may be a pain, but I'm sure you'll get access back again, but it's better to get rid of all the garbage out there who are just damaging the game for everybody else.
Yeah, hassles.
I mean, look at The Division as an example. I mean, for all those you guys who still play that game either on console or PC, probably mostly PC because that's where it was happening a lot, all the cheating that was going on in there, and I'm sure that wasn't fun to deal with.
Yeah, they're still probably cheating on the PC. That's why I think that game is still... No, not maybe. There was an 81% drop from when the game was released to how the community is now, so...
Like active users?
The entire game is a freaking mess of glitches. It's not even the cheating is that much crap, but the glitches are worse for every system.
Yeah, so... For The Division, people went back to Destiny.
I mean, they had a good concept, they just screwed it up.
I had fun with it. Like, the time I spent with it, I had fun.
I mean, to be honest, I bought the game for $50. Hey, I put in 4 hours on it. I'm okay. I get my hours worth it.
Yeah, same here. I had a lot of fun with it. Well, anyway, if you guys have any questions, feel free to email us at insertcointp@gmail.com, tweet us at ICTOPLAY on Twitter, subscribe to us and like us on YouTube, Facebook, and iTunes. Anything else you want to add, Cheech?
I'll be heading to Overwatch right now.
Same here. I'll be joining you in a minute. Yeah, how about you, Ariel?
Just thanks for listening and sticking with us, guys.
Yep. Thanks for listening, everyone.
All right, guys.
See ya.